Hi guys, Midwest Outdoorsman here with another review for a piece of clothing. This one's been a long time coming. This is probably my favorite jacket that I've ever bought out of any piece of hunting clothing ever. I don't think they make the exact jacket anymore. They have a different iteration of it. I got it from Cabela's. When I bought it, I was probably 18 or so. It's been a long time. It's been over 10 years. I think I've had this jacket. And it basically looks like the day that I bought it, and I've used it a lot. I mean, I've gone through raspberry bushes, briar. I've gone through everything with this jacket, and it's held up phenomenal. Never had one problem with it with the zipper or anything going bad. It's all original. Um, and I got it from Cabela's. I think when I got it, it was called the Chuck Adams Pro Elite Fleece. It was about $350, a lot of money. You know, I learned the hard way that you have to buy some good gear, and I bought jackets that were not nearly as good as this one, and you'd get cold or they didn't have venting or whatever. For whatever reason, they just never worked out. So I found that I'm like, all right, I'm getting something good, and I did my research and I bit the bullet. And plus, where I hunt, the deer are pressured pretty much quite a bit, so you can't get away with any noise. And I also wanted something that was quiet. And this fleece really fit the bill. And I wanted to go through a couple of things on it. And also, Cabela's does sell something that's very, very similar to this. It's basically the newer version of this. That's called the X6 Parka. Um, Super Slam X6 Parka. It's about 329 bucks or whatever. And when I got them, they came in talls. Cabela's kind of comes and goes when they have talls and certain things, and not. I don't know if they have them right now. I need a tall size because I'm a large guy. I'm like 6'4", and this is a large tall. I'm about 175ish pounds. So this fits me pretty well. I'd probably, if you're any more than 175, I'd make sure to get it extra large. But other than that, the fit is really good. They have, I think they call back in the day, they call it their TMT sleeve, total movement. You can see there's a generous cut in the sleeve where you can draw back, and the sleeve is not sucked up way up your arm, and it's very quiet. If you can hear, there's virtually no noise there. It's fleece, and up on near the sleeves, the fleece ends, and then it turns into more of like a super fine micro fleece. They did that to kind of keep the bulk away from your bowstring, and that's on both sleeves. Yeah, it's on both sleeves. And then you have your Velcro closure on either wrist with nice elastic, so it keeps the draft out. Really works well. One of the best things I like about this jacket is the venting. I can wear this year. I wore this jacket, and I have another one just like it actually in blaze orange, camouflage, and I wore it through 20 some below was the regular temperature without the wind chill. And I just had on one or two base layers under this, and I was obviously moving, doing drives and stuff, and I was perfectly warm. It's really, really good. It cuts the wind. It's quiet. It's got a ton of pockets. I'm going to go through that. Really, really handy to keep all your stuff separated so you're not rifling around trying to find whatever you're looking for when a deer's coming in. Um, we talk about that right now. First of all, nowadays everyone has a cell phone. There's a zippered pocket right here for your cell phone. Um, Really nice. I just leave it open when I'm in the tree. I can reach in there, and it's plenty big enough to fit, any size phone. I have an LG G2. I've had Samsung S3s, S4s. They fit in here, no problem with room to spare. You can even fit like a Note or something, a Galaxy Note or something like that in here. It's that big. So no problems there. You got your regular zipper here. It sits on the original zipper. Never had any problems with the teeth or anything. I think it's coated with something, makes it real nice and slick. It's not a waterproof zipper, but you do have a storm flap with snaps on here to keep any rain or anything out. This isn't a rain jacket. It's not waterproof. It's water resistant. So I've been in the snow and it shrugs off pretty good. You might get some matting on it, from your body heat or whatever. But if you really wanted to improve the waterproofing a little bit, you could spray it with Nick Wax or any of those kind of products or whatever, get more waterproofing out of it. That's not really what this is for. For me, I've got rain gear and stuff. This is more of a tree stand jacket, more of a general hunting jacket. I've never gotten soaked through. I've never sat on a rainstorm with this because I have rain gear, obviously. But I've sat on light rains and stuff, and it's never gotten to me. So it's good that way. Lot of pockets, a lot of organization. Like I said, you've got zippered pockets right here that are really nice and big, completely fit a rangefinder even more. A lot of times, what I'll do in there on both sides, and these are behind the main pockets that you see here. So you've got those big pockets, and I can fit my big hands in there and stuff. I'll put like my Primos pack rack in here, and then I'll put like a rangefinder in one side. I could put, if I'm not wearing my head mask right away or something, I could put that in there. And there's just tons of room in here. Anything you could possibly think of, you're going to be able to fit in this jacket. Nice billow pockets where they expand out. This is really great for in the later season when I don't wear my I have like a big fleece or wool neck gaiters and that kind of stuff where they take up a lot of room, a little bit bulky. I could stuff them in here and this thing bulges right out. Easily fit, neck gaiter, hat, gloves, all in one pocket. It'll bulge right out, and I've never had anything get lost. This is not a zippered pocket, but it does have the snap closure on it, and it's it's great for storage for whatever you need it for. Like I said, they really do expand up quite a lot. So you got these two pockets that are zippered behind here, and then you got these two pockets here, and then you also have two hand warmer pockets that are behind these pockets. So that's 6 pockets just here, plus that one makes 7. And then you open it up on the inside, you have another zippered pocket. On the inside here, you can put your wallet. That's what I do. Drop my wallet before, learn my lesson, put it inside a zippered pocket so you don't lose it, or your keys or whatever. That's not fun after a hunt to try to find your keys. So put that stuff in here, plus it'll quiet the rattle if you have keys or whatever. Zip it up. It's not going anywhere. And on the inside, on the other side here, there's actually another mesh pocket with Velcro. I don't really use that one very much other than maybe for some chapstick or something like that. But you got a drawstring at the bottom to suck it into your body. This has got a scentlok liner. You can buy it with or without the scentlok liner, whatever you prefer. But this is also, as you can see, it's a pretty big pocket, so you can stuff all other kinds of stuff in there. There's just tons of storage on the jacket. It has pit zips, which I will never buy a jacket again without pit zips. When you're doing a drive or whatever, if you start heating up, maybe you put on a little too many base layers, whatever. You zip these. These are actually waterproof. These pit zips, and you can zip those down pretty good, and they'll get venting right to your armpits and more to your core and stuff. They'll really cool you down really well. Works great for me. I've never had any problems really sweating or overheating. And even if I do, the fleece dries really quickly. And as I said, it's super quiet. As you can see, just pretending drawing a bow. Pretty much the quietest thing you're going to get. I looked at the Cabela's MT050 stuff, and that's good stuff too. I think it's a little bit more noisy than the fleece. I know a lot of people, the guys that I work with, they like the Under Armour the Rut fleece jackets and stuff. I think this is better quality. Myself, the Cabela's brand. I think Cabela's has better warranties, better customer service. Not that Under Armour is bad. I have Under Armour stuff too. That, it's good stuff. But if you're going to invest in it, I think this is a better way to go. The whole thing is camouflaged, as you can see. Whereas like some of the Under Armour fleece stuff is not. There's patches where it's just brown or whatever. So I'd want to get all the camouflage that I could. This is, I think, Real Tree Hardwoods or something. One of the older patterns that they have works fine for me. They have, I know, Cabela Zones, Woodlands, and that kind of thing now. So patterns are all pretty good. The activated carbon in here, you can use, activated carbon wash. And you put it through the dryer. They say not to do it more than like 2 times a season or so. Just to keep it activated. There's newer stuff that is supposed to be better than this stuff, and I didn't really think too much of it, other than it's better than not having it at all, and it's just an added scent killing feature. I always use like scent killer or something like that anyway. But it's just a great jacket. It's my favorite jacket that I've used for tree stand hunting. Keeps me really warm. As I said, the sizing is great. It's it's not super long. It's not short like a lot of the jackets nowadays. If you can see where this ends, it goes all the way down past my pocket, but where my crotch ends or whatever, that's where the jacket sits. So it's like a little bit. I mean, you could call it a parka, I guess. It's longer than a standard jacket, which a lot of times I've had troubles with jackets where the drafts will get up in there, especially on the back. and this little bit of extra length in it really helps, especially if you cinch it down, cut the drafts, and keep you warm. It's got thin insulate in the body and in the sleeves, which really, I don't know if it's ultra or this is regular thin insulate, but it's nice and warm. Plenty warm enough for me. Like I said, I was in 20 below. Just that was the temperature without the wind chill. I mean, it was cold this year in Wisconsin, and it was nice and toasty with just one or two thin base layers on, and I didn't even have any other shirts on underneath it if I was really moving. And if you add like a heavier wool piece or even a hooded sweatshirt, something like that, you know, you're going to be roasty, toasty warm, and even if you need to vent or whatever, you've got that option. So just a great jacket all around. I've not had any problems with it. Like I said, I've put this thing through hard use. I see there's one little seam stitch coming apart here. I might have to touch that up if you can see. Little bitty thing there. But, I mean, that's after, like I said, I got this when I was probably, I don't know exactly, but I was probably about 18-ish when I picked this up. So 12 years. It'd be about 12 years that I had this jacket. And I don't use it for anything else other than hunting season or if I'm going to do stuff with hunting. So it's not like I wear it every day, but that's a long time for, you know, to do a lot of bushwhacking. And you think, you know, with the fleece that it would get tore up or something. I've gone through raspberry bushes, all kinds of stuff, and this thing, it's not shredded, as you can see. I mean, it's pretty good. So very durable seams, very durable stitching. The zippers have been fantastic. I personally, I love all the pockets on it. I don't have a hood. This is just the collar, nice fleece collar that you can go, protects your neck, very nice and warm. But it does come with a hood. I don't have it attached. I usually don't wear the hood unless it's, you know, I plan on snow falling or something like that. But it does have a zippered hood that comes off, which is another. On a lot of hoods today, they either don't have them or they're on there permanently. I like to have the option of putting a hood on or taking it off. So this has that option. I think the camouflage is fine. I think it just all these things together make it just a fantastic jacket. It fits really well, especially this is, like I said, the tall size. Whether you're, you know, a tall guy or not, I would say if you're over, you know, 6 foot, 6'1", I would get the tall size anyway, just to have that extra length in the sleeves and in the body. That's just me. Everyone's different, but I would recommend that. You know, you got a little bit of scent control with the scentlok. You got all this nice organization. Just a fantastic jacket, and the best I've ever used so far. I haven't actually had to buy another, you know, heavy tree stand hunting, you know, high quality jacket since I've had this one. I've looked at other stuff, and I have different layering systems for if I'm wearing a pack or if I'm going to be in the mountains or something like that. If I'm going to be more mobile, but I can still use this if I'm going to be mobile. The trick is just to wear like one thin base layer underneath it, and have the vents open, and you know, I've had it, you know, as long as it's cold out. I mean, you're not going to be doing that when it's, you know, 50 degrees or something, but then I'll overheat in this. This is for when it's, you know, pretty cold. So it's a good medium type jacket. It can work into that using a pack, being mobile stuff, as long as it's, you know, relatively cool or cold. And it's a good tree stand jacket if you layer underneath it. Even you could even put like something like here. Show you quick. This is another good piece of gear I'll review. Is Cabela's insulator jacket. It has like 60 grams of Permaloft in it. You put something like that on over like a wool base layer, or maybe two thinner wool base layers. Put this Permaloft on underneath this. You're going to be roasty close to warm. It's really a great jacket, and depends on what you want to do with it. But I just wanted to give people a shout out. And like I said, the current version of this is going to be called, I think, the Super Slam X6 Parka, and it's sold by Cabelas. And let me think here if there's anything else that I forgot. Check out the back here. Maybe I'll show you a little bit of a close-up of it as well. As you can see, just show you the tag quick. Cabelas. It's the information if you wanted to know for whatever reason. I wonder if it has on here when it was made. I'll have to look at that. Maybe I'll put that in the notes if I can get the exact date that it was made, so I know exactly how old it is. But who knows, it was sitting in a warehouse before I picked it up. You never know. It has a little hook here, so you can hook it onto the coat hook or whatever. And also on the back, one thing that I really like especially if you're talking waterproofness or whatever. I mean, like I said, this isn't a rain jacket, but it will shrug off a little bit of water. Is that if they don't have a spot to hold your back tag holder, if you're required to use that, we are in Wisconsin. It has nice Cabela's logo, back tag holder strap. When it has these, you can see these brass tacks or whatever, so you can guide your tag holder bar or whatever. Clip it in there, and it's not, you don't have to actually punch through any material. Whereas a lot of other jackets, they just, the back is bare, and you have to actually put a hole through your $300-some jacket, which where water can creep in and it can eventually rip and tear or whatever. I hate having to do that. This is nice that they include that. A lot of them do nowadays, but some of them don't. And trying to think if there's anything that I missed here. I think that's pretty much it. Just a great all-around jacket. My favorite, the best that I found. I've used it over and over and over and over again. Shrugged it off without hardly anything. Had it for probably 10, 12 years. And if you guys have any other things that you like, that you've used for that long or something, that you like for tree stand hunting, or think bleeds a little bit into that mobility like I was talking you can do with this jacket with the pit zips if you don't layer underneath it so much, let me know. I always like to see what everyone else uses and stuff. But just wanted to drop a line, and if anyone's looking for a good jacket, check out Cabela's and check out that the current version. I think I got it up on the computer here. Is the Super Slam X6 Parka, and they make it with and without scentlok. So thanks for watching, and I hope this was informative to anybody that watched it. Thanks, bye.